Hey guys, and welcome back to Talkz. Your girl is back with a new episode, and as you can see, this episode is different. New background, excuse the stain. Y'all look at my Hello Kitty shirt. It's cute. Hair done, everything done, nails done, hair done, everything done. Happy early Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is Saturday, but you're gonna be seeing this Thursday. So happy early Valentine's Day. Today what we're gonna be doing is a episode, but I'm gonna keep you intrigued by doing my makeup too. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a cute little Valentine's Day look, pinky, real cute. You know, something new, because I haven't did a blush look in a minute. Matter of fact, I need to go make sure I go get a nice little pink for us to play with. But let me clip this hair up. Okay, so today's episode is called My Heart, My Rules. Can we say it a little bit louder? My heart, my rules. It's not up for debate. It's not up for discussion. My heart, my rules. It is so important as a lover girl to make sure you have strong boundaries. As a woman of faith, to have strong boundaries, because when you want to be married, you want a family, you want all of these nice things for your future, you have to have boundaries, or else you're going to end up with a dude that's the complete opposite of that, or you're going to end up with a dude that completely makes you go against your boundaries because you don't have boundaries firm enough. So we're going to talk about how to, you know, put godly boundaries on dating, just protecting your heart, because it's one thing to be a beautiful lover, to have compassion, to have empathy, to understand that people got problems, but it's a whole nother thing to let people play with you because you have those, because you're solid, because you have boundaries, because you have these beautiful characteristic traits. You have to learn how to protect it. So on today's episode, we're talking about protecting that beautiful heart that God gave you. You got to protect it, because you playing, and we ain't finna let them play with us. Okay, so that's basically what we're talking about on today's episode. So, all right, hold on. Y'all know we got to implement scripture. You know I don't play about this. Okay. All right. So, first things first, we want to talk about, above all else, guard your heart. For everything you do flows from it. This is the foundation. Guarding your heart is not unloving, it's obedience. That's the scripture. You have to guard your heart. And it's not like, oh, you gotta be numb, and you gotta be like, oh my God, I ain't gonna never let nobody get to my heart again. Like, no, because that's typically what we do when we've been hurt before, and we never want that to happen again. And that's okay. You are supposed to be, you know, smart like that. You are supposed to have enough wisdom to know, okay, this cannot happen again. But the beautiful part about being having a beautiful heart, a loving heart, is knowing who to give it to, when to be vulnerable, who's safe for vulnerability. Because this is something that we do. We pick and choose, but we don't pick and choose right. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn how to discern who's safe and who's not, and who to, because this is what we do. We project safety onto people. We want them to be safe, so we be vulnerable, and we show love to people that never was safe to give it to, but we wanted them to be safe, so we end up giving them safety when they never had the safety to give. You know what I'm saying? They never had a place for us to be vulnerable. They never, I'm going slow, they never were a safe person. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to be very discerning. Guard your heart, your mind, your feelings, your thoughts with the strength of God and the peace of God. You have to guard your feelings and your thoughts. You gotta guard that heart. Because us ladies, we be ready to give this little heart out and be crying. Honey, I'm talking about my pillow. Girl, 2025, then it's towards the middle of 2025. Thus far, the pillow know them tears is on the way. And that is it's so important to guard your heart, or you're gonna be like me. So I'm just helping you for real. So that's Philippians, that's Proverbs 4:23, right? You have to love with wisdom and discernment. And this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best. Love is meant to grow with discernment, not recklessness. So all that dangerous love, no. We can't do nothing with no dangerous love. No, we need safe love. All right. So even in not a romantic sense, you know what I'm saying? You have to have discernment on love. Because you could be dealing with somebody, that's a family member. It could be your mom. It can be your dad. And you still have to have boundaries with your love. Because I just left my hairstylist appointment and we was talking about, boundaries and stuff. And she was saying, I said, people don't know what to do with solid people. And she was like, yes, they do. They use us. And it's very true. You're going to have 95% of people that weaponize the goodness of others. Weaponize the fact that they know you as a good person and they're going to use it against you. Not because it benefit them. More people are users than they are lovers. It's not that many genuine people around here. Are you going to cry about it? No. You're going to do with that what you will, and you're going to have boundaries that protect your own heart. These people may say, oh, you do too much, you run a strict program. Whole time, I'm just trying to protect my heart. I'm trying to protect my heart, my rules. This is my program. At the end of the day, we're not being egotistical when we say that. We're not trying to, we ain't trying to step on our toes when we say this is my program. But straight up, you have to protect your heart. Because, baby, people will take advantage of the fact that you're a kind. And for all of the good things that God has placed in you, all of the character that he has put in you, people will see the goodness of you, see that you are sunshine, and be like, I'm finna fuck her life up. Straight up. Like, not even if that's a conscious thought, but because people would rather stay themselves than rise to the occasion. People will rather stay and refuse growth and refuse to grow themselves because they just so stuck in their ways. We ain't bashing nobody, but what we is gonna say is, okay, look, this don't serve me. You're not gonna change, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna protect myself. Protection can look like removing yourself. Protection can look like feeding people with a long handled spoon. Protection could be like, okay, look, I'm gonna keep you here. I'm gonna know how to deal with you. I'm not gonna get my feelings too involved with a person that don't know how to handle feelings, that do not receive gentleness, that do not receive kindness. I'm gonna not take these things personally. You have to discern case by case how you deal with people, or because it's not even smart to get in a place where you're like, okay, I'm gonna just cut everybody off, and next thing you know, you just cutting people off for little minor mistakes. That's not grown adult like either. That's not godly either, to just be cutting everybody off. You have to learn who to discern and how to categorize people, how to compartmentalize people, because some people are just deeply fragmented at the end of the day, and it's nothing that you could do. I used to think that love could change people. I can love you enough to want to grow, and that is the biggest lie in history. It don't matter how much you love a person. If they not ready, they're not ready. And a lot of people are refusing to grow. So don't stick around and wait. Ain't no girl boo. Some people just refuse to grow. And look, that don't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with us. So like I said, do with that what you will. You know what I'm saying? Use your discernment. Don't ignore red flags in a person. No matter how much you love them, do not ignore no red flags. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we love a person so much, just can go for family, a boy, however you want to swing it. Like, sometimes we ignore those red flags because we want this person in our life. We don't want to believe that this person is a bad person. First of all, believe what you see. Because the person's actions will tell you what their mouth will never. That go for family, boyfriend, girlfriend, however you want to swing it, y'all. Believe what they do. And truth be told, always listen to a person. Because even though their actions will tell you what they won't tell you, a person will literally tell you who they are. All you have to do is listen. My biggest thing is always listen twice as much as you speak. When it comes to using your discernment, you got to be on it. Always observe. That need to be that's a part of self-preservation. Listening. You need to make sure you're always listening. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Give who the benefit of the doubt? By what? Remember, you the one with the pure heart. You the one who love without expecting nothing but love in return, right? Or you don't have time to be giving nobody the benefit of the doubt at all. You trying to see if your love is going to be received. Is it going to be received? Then is it going to be reciprocated? At the end of the day, we're not dealing with nobody who want to deal with us on their terms. Straight up. No. All you asking for is a return on love. Straight up. You ain't asking for nothing but genuineness. You know what I'm saying? A person being genuine. And sometimes people don't have that in them to give because they don't have it in them at all. Some people just are not genuine. Okay? I don't got to stick around for that at all. Like I said, you need to use your discernment, and don't never quiet your discernment because of your desires. Straight up. That is a order from your virtual friend and God. First of all, because if you don't listen to the signals of the Holy Spirit, when the Holy Spirit tell you, okay, no, Maya, that's not no good for you, you're going to be in a world of trouble. Because you think you know better. And it's okay, because we all do it. But just know that ignoring the voice of the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying? That's going to hurt you more than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's going to hurt you more than anything. Because the Holy Spirit is not going to tell you nothing wrong. And something I had to learn was God withholds no good thing from us. Sometimes it's just time to let that family member go. Sometimes it's just it's time to let that man go. We don't be wanting to let these men go. I'm telling you. I know. Girl, please. I know. But we ain't finna let nobody play on our top. Straight up. We God-fearing. We love God. We beautiful women. And that's forever more reasons to protect your heart. Because if you have love, if you have a promise of family and marriage over your life, baby, the last thing the devil wants you to be is obedient. The last thing the devil wants you to do is to protect your heart. The last thing the devil wants you to do is to know your worth and stick to that. I really want to show y'all the hold on. I want to make sure the Hello Kitty is in the frame. The last thing you know what I'm saying? Cool. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I got that spray. I don't think I got it. This is crazy. So the last thing the devil wants you to do is to listen to your discernment. Boundaries. Protect your heart. Protect your body. Don't let no man make you feel like you're not doing your big one by protecting yourself. Oh, you're doing too much, girl. Please. I put that pressure on them. How many dudes done got mad because I said I'm not having sex before marriage? You don't know how many times I've been told I'm wasting the time. Baby, more than I can count. Because I'm protecting my future. What you mean? Like, if I know I could possibly be somewhere heartbroken, I'm going to protect myself at all means necessary. Are you crazy? Like, ain't nobody innocent. I'm just, I'm cautious. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, please. Ain't nobody finna play me out my future and get the coochie and start acting different. Oh, because we'll be some dead son. No, I'm just playing. I don't hurt nobody. I don't want no smoke. But yes, like, we not going for that. We protecting ourselves. Like, at the end of the day, you protecting yourself and saying no sex before marriage, you're doing yourself a favor. No matter how oh dang, this the wrong thing, y'all. Talking and doing makeup is kind of like, I don't know, y'all. And plus, I ain't did my makeup in a minute. Talking, oh, look at me, I'm still messing up. So yeah, like, you saying no sex before marriage, girl, you're doing yourself a favor. Those are boundaries, and that boundary protects you from being a baby mama. Shout out to all the baby mamas. But if you a baby mama, you know I'm not lying, straight up. And you know they always be like, oh, he could still cheat. What they got to do with anything, baby? At least I'm getting reparations. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? We ain't going out bad. We can't go out bad. Especially as women of God. If you put your future in God's hands, girl, the last thing you need to be worried about is the what ifs. Just do it in his way. The last thing you need to be worried about is the what if. Oh, what if he cheat? What if I wait until marriage and he do this? Or what if I wait until marriage and his thing little? You worry about the wrong thing, baby. Look, the Lord know what you like. The Lord know what you like. Cause I know he know what I like. We gonna keep a gangster on here like, what? Y'all know me, I ain't finna cap you down. Us women, we know what we like, and the Lord knows what we like too. He know how we want our man to look. He know all of these things. You just have to trust him with those things. You know what I'm saying? The Lord know you want a family. The Lord know what you want your future to look like. Straight up. My heart, my boundaries. Period. Family acting funny, move on. Like, for instance, Glorilla and her sister. Girl, please. My heart, my boundaries. I don't gotta call you, cause you know I heard through the grapevine. Son of them tried to get Glow set up and everything. So with that being said, boundaries. I don't gotta do nothing for you. I love you for sure. I love you. You my sis, but you ain't never finna play on my top. Never that. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It says right here, boundaries with people that cause harm. And I know a lot of people, you know, even on my TikTok have been saying, like, I'm so glad that you went over this, because, you know what I'm saying, people be thinking that they have to be friends. I mean, have to still be cool with people with family, because, oh, that's my mama, oh, that's my girl. That could, oh, it could be my grandma. Ask about me. It could be whoever. Listen, it can be whoever. Nobody's gonna play with me. Nobody's gonna play with me. My heart is too pure. I come with love, and because of that, you definitely not gonna play with me. I gotta be even stronger because of how strong I love. My boundaries have to be even tougher and firmer because of how I love. I ain't saying my love greater than the next. I'm saying I know the depth of my love. So because of that, I'm keeping from around anybody who finna try to play on my top. Straight up. So if you know your families, I ain't gonna say that, but come on, man, we all got some family that we gotta watch. We all got that one family member that we gotta watch. And you know, it hurts that you gotta watch your own family, but sometimes you just gotta put them in. You know what I'm saying? I got some family members that still, I know not to leave none around them. You know what I'm saying? He quick to go swipe a credit card. I know my uncle might not steal from me, but you know, I'ma set up them boundaries right there. Them boundaries where I know, okay, I got some uncles that's in the street. I'm not finna give y'all my address. So if they can't get to you, they come slide on the next person involved. Boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I love my folks, but I know you in the street, so I'm gonna protect myself. You have to understand that self-preservation is very important. Very, very important. Protect yourself. You trying to talk so hard to my preset. Girl, protect yourself. I don't care. By all means necessary, protect yourself. All you got is you. I don't care. I don't care how much you love that person. It's about you. It's going to always be about you. It's about you and God, your family, whatever the case may be. But about your heart, you got to guard that. Can't nobody guard your heart for you. Can't nobody use your discernment for you. You got to get active. Straight up. It says, don't make friends with hot-tempered people, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Facts. We all got people that we love that have anger issues and the spirit of offense where it don't matter what you tell them. You can't tell them nothing. And da-da-da-da-da. Like, baby, I don't got time for all that. I'm sitting here trying to tell you, you need to do this and do that. And I'm coming from a place of love, but because you so caught up in yourself, you don't want to hear me out. And you want to take everything I say to heart and think that somebody coming for you and get an attitude. We all got that angry bird person that we love. Do I got to deal with you because you wake up every morning with piss in your cereal? No. Angry people are foolish at the end of the day. Angry people are foolish. It's nothing that you can do about it. Go read your Proverbs. Go read your Proverbs. The Lord don't want us to do with nothing that with anger. Nothing with anger. Nothing with anger. Like, girl, you got to leave people where they at. Literally. It says, distance can be protection, not punishment. Sometimes you just got to keep people, like, back there. My heart, my rules. My house, my rules. You see what I'm saying? Some people got houses where you could walk in the house with shoes on. Some people got houses where you can't step foot in their houses with shoes on. Right at the door. Take your shoes off. Why? Because that's their carpet. They protecting their carpet. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody get mad because you protecting your carpet. You mad that you gotta wear shoes on my carpet? Go to somebody's house who don't care if you wear carpet. I mean, if you wear your shoes. And trust me, they move around because people don't like boundaries. People like the plate on your top. People like the deal with people how they used to dealing with everybody else. And again, you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with nobody who can't get with the program. Literally, you don't have to deal with nobody who can't get with the program. 2 Timothy 3:5. Having a form of godliness but denying its power. Having nothing to do with such people. God literally tells you to withdraw access when behavior contradicts truth. At the end of the day, if you know for a fact you walking in light and you walking in light and you walking in truth, and a person that sit over there deceiving themselves and lying to themselves, girl, boo, I don't gotta deal with that. Because if you self-deceiving yourself and you over there living a life that contradicts my whole entire being, it's nothing that I can do with you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we love people that are in the total opposite of what we are. And it's like, before you drag them to the light, they'll drag you into darkness. And it's crazy to say that because it's the truth. I definitely didn't want to accept that because I'm like, oh my gosh, if I could only love him this way, or if I could only love her that way. But usually, man, you got to think about it. Before people love the light, they're going to feel exposed by the light. You know what I'm saying? Before people come to the light and accept the light and accept all of their shame and deep-rooted issues, but before they get to that point, they're going to hate the light. They're going to hate the truth. They're going to hate the fact that somebody sees them for who they are and somebody wants to love them, but they want to love them in truth. A lot of people want to be loved in a lie. A lot of people want to be loved in their fragmented ways of what they think love is. People don't want to accept the fact that, okay, look, it's some things I need to work on. You know how many people are self-aware without taking accountability? It's so many people around here that know they got some selfish ways, but they rather deal with people that accept their selfish ways than deal with somebody who do not want to accept their selfish ways. Why? Because that works for their current self. that works for who they are, and it enables them to not grow and not change. And that's why I be feeling bad for certain people that, you know, I don't feel bad for them, but it's just like, you put up with that. You don't have to tolerate your mama calling you bitches and all of this and all of that because she your mama. Dukes can get that. Hey, say, look, Dukes ain't exempt from this program. You gonna respect me or you gonna get from around me. Period. You know what I'm saying? And it take you to be a strong-willed person or just a prayerful person. I say a person to get on their knees is the strongest person alive, because we be weak. We be weak. We don't know what to do without God. So guess what? Let me go to God. That's the strongest person you gonna ever have, is somebody who ain't afraid to go to God. Period. I need help. I don't want to walk away from a person that I truly, deeply, deeply, deeply love. But this person, they don't got nothing for me. You don't really want to accept the fact that the people that you love the most got bad character, and they don't want to accept the truth of their own life. What can you do? What can you do when the person don't want to accept the fact that they're a liar, and they not a woman of their man, or a man of a woman of their word, or a man of their word? If they don't want to accept that, some people accept it and just say, oh, that's just how I am. And what can you do then? You can't do nothing but respect yourself and move around. You can't do nothing but say, you know what? I can't deal with a person like this. Or can you? Straight up. Like, if you okay with, you know what I'm saying, self-erasure, with putting yourself on the back burner to adjust to a person's selfish ways, then do that. But me personally, absolutely not. I have a future. That's my whole thing. I'm never living moment to moment. I'm always on some, does this serve my future? Do I want this for myself? That's the biggest question to ask yourself. I don't want this for myself. It's okay to say, I don't want this for myself. I don't deserve this. It's okay to say that. And sometimes it may take you a while to get your self-respect back intact. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Well, we just got to realize that, okay, I'm tripping. I'm sitting here putting up with something that I don't have to put up with. I'm grown. At the end of the day, we all grown. And if you ain't grown, when you do get grown, move around. From mama, daddy, sister, auntie, cousin, whatever the case may be. Because look, my father, right? He don't want to be active in my life. And if he say he do, I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at what he's doing, and he's not doing anything. I don't care how he over there feeling, because he ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing with how a person feel. It's people, you know how many people around here in their feelings and feeling some type of way, but they don't want to put their big girl and their big boy panties on and do something about how they feeling? Like, okay, you feeling all of these things. You want me in your life. You want me did this and the third. You ain't did nothing to show me that that's how you coming about me. Nothing. Straight up. Like, I was talking to my dad on Easter, last Easter, and he was supposed to come to church that day, and he didn't, because he got 17 kids. Not literally, but he got a lot of kids. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters. But it's like 7 of them, 8 of them, 6, 7, 1 of them. And girl, we finally got in touch with him. I ain't reached out to him. My auntie called him and was like, Maya over here, or however that conversation went. I don't know. And you know, I was like, I've been trying to get in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? I had called your wife. I texted your wife or whatever. And the first thing he said was, my number ain't changed. I done had the same number. And it's like, I'm the dark. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind being the bigger person. I I don't mind being the bigger person. I'm a mature enough person to be the bigger person. Like, if you don't, but you know what? I had to learn to not do emotional labor for adults. You know what I'm saying? Because although I am the bigger person and I'm cool with being the bigger person, I'm not finna walk a grown adult into accountability, a grown adult into acknowledgement, a grown adult into responsibility. Because at the end of the day, I'm your daughter. Why you don't want to talk to me? I asked him, I said, I've been trying to call your wife, you know what I'm saying? I haven't got an answer or whatever. And of course they was just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? My number hasn't changed. I didn't had the same number. So I flipped the question and I'm like, so have you been trying to get in contact with me? And he was like, no. Straight up. He was like, no. And it's like, what can I do? What can I do except for acknowledge the fact that my dad is in a place where he can't be a father to me? It's the truth. You don't have to be bitter about it. You just have to accept it. You know what I'm saying? And it's times where I'm like, dang, I wonder, is he a good dad to my siblings? And I'm pretty sure they're in the house with him. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do nothing but say, okay, look, I'm not, and a lot of men have this thing where it's like, okay, well, you know, men be prideful and why don't you try to talk to him and this, that, and the third. And it's like, this is an adult. I think that we be forgetting that this is an adult. At the end of the day, this is an adult. If he want to talk to me, he'll come talk to me. When he's ready to talk to me, he'll talk to me. And I don't think that my dad is in a place where he wants to talk to me. Because at the end of the day, I ain't no little mama. If we gonna have a conversation, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. And I don't think he ready for that pressure. Because I do want to know, why don't you talk to me? How do you go, you know what I'm saying, birthdays, Christmases without talking to me? And all I can do is just accept that. Accept that. You know what I'm saying? So it says in the scripture, a man that does not provide for his family is worse than an unbeliever, for he has denied the faith. At the end of the day, you don't get to not take care of your kids. You don't get to not acknowledge your kids, not be a good father at the end of the day. And honor thy father, thy mother is real. There will never be any disrespect on my end, but only truth. And at the end of the day, I don't care who you is. I'm going to respect myself. And you're contradicting truth, whatever the case may be, bye. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing with somebody that want to be weird to me. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. Y'all, I'm going with the flow. I'm looking at a picture. Give me grace. Give me grace. That's all I can say. Give me grace. But cool. And I give my dad grace. At the end of the day, like, I give him grace. Like, I don't have time to be mad at my dad. You know what I'm saying? He over there with all them churn. I don't know what my dad is going through. I don't know why he can't show up for me. So I'm not going to be mad at him. Again, I'm just do with that what I will. But I am going to respect myself and not beg somebody to be in my life. Even my dad. From a man to a woman, however you want to swing it, Amaya's not begging nobody. It's not godly to beg. Did Jesus beg? Did Jesus beg? He didn't even beg people to accept him. He said he gave you the truth. The truth is, for whosoever believes, for God so loved the whole world, and whosoever believes in him shall have eternal life and not perish. That's up for you to believe. That's up for you to accept. That's up for you to follow. That's up for you to kneel. He gave you the truth and gave you a choice. At the end of the day, that's what I'm doing in life. That's what I'm doing in life. That's all I can do, because it don't do nothing but protect my, first, it protects my peace. It protects my peace. control nobody's actions. You know what I'm saying? People gonna do what they feel is best for them. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing but accept that. At the end of the day, I can't do nothing but accept that. So yeah, it says you are not required to extend. Do not give what is sacred to dogs. Sacred things like your heart, energy, love are not for people who trample them. You're going to have people, like I just was saying, you're going to have people that see your goodness and not care. You're going to have people that see your goodness and would rather trample over it than accept it and do what it takes to keep that type of love in their face. Please, if a person's not in a place where they could accept that love, they're going to tarnish it. They're going to hurt it. Because what does light have with darkness? What business does light have with darkness? At the end of the day. What business? What business? You can't do nothing but protect your energy. Because people be want to play. That's it. People just be want to play. And that's cool too. But you ain't going to play with me. Okay? Alright. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Some people do not have the capacity to hold the beautiful things that God has placed in you. They don't have the capacity to accept it. They don't have the capacity to love it. They don't have the capacity. And what can you do other than just accept it? You know what I'm saying? Baby, look, you don't know what to do with me. And I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I can't be mad at you. It is what it is. Hold on now. It's going to come together. I hope so. Because right now it's looking like... Alright. It says, watch out for those who cause division. Keep away from them. Separation can be an act of wisdom, not bitterness. Man, some people, like I was talking about with family. Some people do not have intentions on coming and bringing peace and harmony. And some people literally are being used by Satan. Literally being used by Satan. Actively being used by Satan. It's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do. Like, some people are literally sent by the devil to cause division, to come in your life and play on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing that you can do. So watch out for them and use your discernment. I don't care how much you like that person. It will always be in the actions. It will always be in the actions. It will always be in the actions. Always. 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 You're going to always know their true intentions based off of what they do. It's nothing other than what they do and what they show you. Literally. Love without self-abandonment. For each one should carry their own load. Like I said, I'm not walking nobody into emotional labor. I'm not walking nobody into consistency at all. You're an adult at the end of the day. Each one carry their own load. You have to learn how to love people without saying, all right, I guess I'll put up with this. But you don't like that though. You don't like when people do that to you. So why would you put up with that? Why would you accept that? You don't like that type of stuff. So you have to learn to love without saying, okay, I'm gonna put myself on the back burner. I'll take that. I'll take that. You gonna drink the pickle juice? You gonna drink the pickle juice? You gonna drink the pickle juice? Don't never let nobody play with you. Especially when love is involved. No. You don't deserve that. At all. At all. And you have to be in a space where you're willing to walk away from anything. Learn to love without self-erasure. It's going to be some things where you like, but I really... And it's like, are they ready to respect you? Are they ready to honor you? Are they, you know what I'm saying? No. And those things, it's okay. You just won't be, you see what I'm saying? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Period. Each one carry their own load. If a person don't want to own up to their mistakes, for instance, I just had an issue with one of my friends, right? And she texted my phone and was like, you know, I had an issue with my dad. We got into it or whatever the case may be. Make a long story short, I got to asking her questions about, like, you know, whether she would go back home or whatever the case may be. And I'm guessing she didn't want me questioning her. So instead of her just saying, okay, that's too many questions. Mind you, she came to me with her personal business. So of course I'm asking questions because I'm her friend. I want to help you in any way that I can. You know, that's what friends do. She flashed out on me, right? So when she, you know what I'm saying, came off to me offended, she was like, I'm confused. I didn't even ask you about that. What this got to do with any other questions? I'm confused with your questions. What this got to do with what I text you about? Just popping it, honey. So instead of engaging, use your discernment. Everything that come across your table does not have to be addressed. I used my discernment. I said, beat it. Straight like that. Beat it. Okay, cool. I didn't get a response after that. I didn't get a response actually for a week later. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking it personal, baby. I work. I work. I go to school. I do content. The last thing I'm doing is trying to see what's up with you. You don't want to talk about it? You don't want to communicate? Okay. Yeah. People very much confuse kindness with weakness. People confuse godliness with the ability with something to play with. I don't understand why you think because I love Jesus and all that I'm something to play with. You finna respect me? Oh, all the way. I promise that. Like, no, that's a promise. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of Jesus is the reason I respect myself so much. Because of Jesus is the reason you not finna play with me. Because of Jesus. Like, where do you think this self-respect came from? The air? No. Anyways, cool. So I didn't text her back she didn't text me back for a week, right? So usually when a person don't text you back, you know, they usually already know they was dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? She was watching my story or the case may be or anything. Mind you, it wasn't even that big of a deal. You and my friends, sometimes friends have arguments. Sometimes friends lash out on each other or whatever the case may be. I ain't tripping off that. You know what I'm saying? We grown, we go through things. You know what I'm saying? We going through the motions. We in our 20s. We still trying to figure a lot of this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So, all I wanted her to say was, oh, I was frustrated. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I ain't mean to, you know what I'm saying, chump you off like that. I was frustrated. Instead, she texted me that following Monday, a whole week later of me and my friend not texting anymore. She texted me, which I'm cool with because maybe you needed some air to breathe. But you didn't come back the way that you should. She texted me that following Monday and said, happy Monday. Hope your week is great. No acknowledgement of flashing out on me. No acknowledgement. No apology. I don't need you to bow down. All I need you to do is walk into some type of accountability, because you know you was dead wrong. If you didn't know you was dead wrong, you wouldn't have ignored me for a week. Or you wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? You knew something went wrong. You stopped texting back. You didn't text me no more. And maybe that was strictly for you. But why didn't you say something like, my bad, girl. It was a lot going on right then and there. I ain't mean to chump you off. This and the third. Nothing. I got nothing but a happy Monday text. Who? Do I look like something to play with? Huh? I like something to play with? Oh, okay. Cause no. So I didn't text back. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to play neutral like it didn't affect me. Like it didn't offend me. Because all I was doing was trying to be a good friend. And because you felt like I was questioning you in the wrong way, instead of communicating like an adult, you flashed out on me. You took your anger and your frustrations out on me. But we do that as humans. So I'm okay with that, baby. You supposed to be my homegirl. All you had to do was just say, okay, I was having a bad day. Forgive me. I was having a bad day. You know, woo. I got none of that. All I got was a happy Monday text. Like you finna ignore what I'm saying. You know how you send a paragraph to your boyfriend expressing yourself and he completely ignored what you were saying and start talking about something else? That's how I felt like she did me. You ain't finna play with me how a dude play with his girlfriend after she done got done telling him how he got her messed up. You ain't finna ignore me like that. I ain't never been on lame, never been something to play with. But when you're kind, when you're a good person, when you're pure, you are sometimes seen as a weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? You're sometimes seen as something to play with when you're the complete opposite. And people take those boundaries and they run with them. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't text back because at the end of the day, you know you was there wrong, and we're grown ups. I don't play with no kids. I don't have no children. I'm not gonna babysit you. I'm not walking you into accountability. Again, you're not finna play with me. So cool. I didn't text back. About 6 o'clock that night, she texted me and said, overstood, excuse my French, overstood, weird ass girl. You're out my life for good now. First of all, okay. Second of all, wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm the friend to uplift and encourage and do all of these things. But I'm the weird one for not accepting the pickle juice. I'm the weird one for boundaries. I'm the weird one for guarding my peace and guarding my heart because you're not going to play with me. I'm the weird one. You see how that happy Monday was fake? Do you see how that happy Monday was fake? Because how it go from happy Monday, enjoy your week, to weird ass girl. Excuse my French. You know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying what she said. And it's like, y'all, you know, y'all be weird. A lot of y'all be weird. You know what I'm saying? So, again, and that's why I didn't text back to the happy Monday, because I knew she was just trying to check the temperature. Because if it was genuine, you would have texted with acknowledgement of what had happened our prior conversation. You know what I'm saying? You would have texted back with at least acknowledging our last conversation in some type of way. Friend, I know we left off on a bad foot, but whatever the case may be. But instead, I got called a weirdo for simply not drinking the pickle juice. So, one less friend that really don't like me for real. Really not mature enough to be my friend. Because I'm not walking no grown person into no accountability. No. We too big and too grown. Too big and too grown. All of us is working and in school and doing some other stuff. You think I'm finna hold your hand to talk and use your communication skills? Really? Oh, you expect me? Oh, girl, please. I woke up, once I seen that text, I seen a text like 45 minutes later after she sent the text. So So by the time I acknowledged by the time I seen it, I was blocked on everything already. Blocked on everything. Girl, boo. You see how guarding your heart and guarding your feelings protect you in the long run? Because people end up showing their true colors. At the end of the day, all she did was reveal what that Happy Monday really meant. What it really meant. And what it meant was nothing. What it meant was nothing. When you say, hold on. When I say no sex before marriage, you have to see how the boys get mad at me for saying I'm not having sex before marriage. Mind you, all you gonna do is act different as soon as I give it to you. So I'm already knowing what this finna be about. Why? Because been there, done that. If you've been through it before, then you already know how to move the second time around. The first time I gave that that boy turned into a different person the next day. And you can't say, oh, I'm not like that. Baby, marry me then. If you're not like that, go ahead and marry me. Show me you're not like that. Oh, girl, you talking about marriage. I ain't the nigga. Oh, okay. What you want me to do, sir? All right? My nose is big today. That's okay, though. And you got to be comfortable with losing people when it's time to use your boundaries. You got to be okay with losing people and people saying, all right, girl, bye. You got to be okay with people walking away from you. Because that's what's going to happen when you start using your boundaries. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Lip combo. Alright. Says in Luke 10:33, the Samaritan helped, then left him with responsibility and boundaries. Even Jesus' parable shows compassion without codependence. You don't gotta carry nobody into something they supposed to already have. Jesus said what Jesus had to say and went on about his business, man. That saves you some time, some effort. Girl, please. It says, don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Okay? Even Auntie Shirley. Auntie Shirley ain't even about to play with me. Who? Girl, boo. Girl, boo. Girl, I don't got no... I put on lip liner so stupid, like. But Jesus himself had boundaries. But Jesus would not entrust himself to them, for he knew all people. Even Jesus didn't give people access. If they don't deserve the access, don't give it to them. If they haven't earned the access, don't give it to them. And most of all, if they don't respect the access, don't give it to them. Because some people will get the access and then mishandle the access. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. All I'm saying is my heart, my boundaries. We not letting nobody play with us. We not letting nobody play with us, okay? And that's the look. I'm gonna do. Hold on. I'm so thirsty. I done took the clip off. Let me do. Uh-oh. Walk away from them people that don't serve you. Walk away. It's all right. And it's gonna hurt. Trust me. It's gonna hurt. But what can they do for you? Besides hurt you because they don't know how to handle you. Besides hurt you because they don't know how to love you. It's not a personal problem. It's simply they don't know how to love you. They don't know. And instead of sticking around until they get it, go ahead and move around, baby. What you say? Go ahead and call your Uber. 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 Getting those thumbnails. All right, that's the final look. We finished just in time. Makeup is so cute. I want to show y'all the reference picture. This was my reference picture. The makeup, I did as best as I could. So mind you, I'm really just a natural because I'm just figuring out it as I go or whatever. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in to Talkz episode, what is this, 12 I think. Check me out next Thursday. Yeah, so again, girl, protect your heart. You only got one. And if you're a boy, protect your heart. You only got one. And listening and obeying the scriptures about guarding your heart, your mind, your feelings, and your thoughts will protect you in the long run. Yeah, you may lose out on some people by having boundaries. Yeah, you might lose a lot of relationships that you really want. But what you won't lose is your dignity. What you won't lose is your integrity. And what you will gain is people that can handle you. The people that can love you. The people that can accept you. The people that do have the capacity to hold your own self-respect. Because they also have self-respect and boundaries, and they know how to love you the way that you need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to give y'all a look of how it looks without the ring light. And it is so pretty. It is so pretty. So gorgeous. So thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you follow. Make sure you follow us on Talkz on Instagram, Talkz on TikTok, mwahhhhhh with 3 A's on all other platforms. And if you want to follow my Snapchat, it is I am mwahhhhhh. That's MYAWIYAAA. So until next time, we did that. Yeah. All right, bye.